Assalamualaikum and very good evening to everyone. Today, our group will present about curriculum analysis of Bahasa Melayu Form 1. So before we start, I would like to introduce our group members. My name is Nur Afika binti Harun, and the other three members are Nur Shahira, Siti Zulaika binti Yunus, and Nur Fadila binti Abdullah.
Let me start with 1.1 background of the curriculum. The curriculum refers to the history and development of the education system to ensure it remains relevant over time. It includes structured content, learning experience, and assessment method used in formal education. Traditionally, it focused on teacher-centered methods and memorization. However, with modern education philosophy like constructivism and student-centered learning, the curriculum now emphasizes higher order thinking skill, which is thoughts, creativity, and problem solving. The national curriculum by Malaysia Ministry of Education (MOE) is regularly reviewed to align with current needs in incorporating noble values, soft skill, and 21st century competence. Next is 1.2 purpose of the analysis. This analysis aims to explore curriculum documents in depth using the Thailand curriculum development model. It focuses on 4 key components such as educational objective, learning experience, learning program design, and assessment methods. The goal is to assess how systematically the curriculum support national education goal and enhance student potential in line with 21st century education needs. The findings are expected to serve as a key reference for educators and stakeholders in improving the quality and effectiveness of curriculum implementation in school.
Okay, let's moving on to 2.0 curriculum analysis based on Thailand's model. There are 7 learning objectives that included in this DSKP. The first one is language proficiency in various content. The second one is reading and comprehension skill. The third one, cultural appreciation and national unity. The fourth one is writing skill. The fifth one, alignment with national policy. Next is holistic character development. And lastly, higher order thinking skill. For 2.2, learning experience, it included 7 points. The first one is speaking and listening activities. Second one is reading activities. The third one, writing activities. Next, use of instructional aids. The fifth one, collaborative learning. 6, progressive and student-centered approach. And lastly, 21st century learning skills emphasized.
2.3 Organization of learning experience. In the model Thailand, the organization of learning experience refers to how content is averaged to help students effectively achieve educational objectives. 2.3.1 Arrangement. The DSKP language level organized content based on the most important language skill, but the DSKP does not explicitly use a spiral approach, but rather a structure of learning criteria related to the repetition of skill increase in difficulty. 2.1.2 Logical square. The square of topic in the Form 1 Malay language. The DSKP is flexible and not complete linear. There is a structure based on the main skill, listening and speaking, reading, writing, language art, and grammar. The sequence of topic does not necessarily follow a chronological line or is a absolute progress from easy to difficult.
Next, 2.4 Assessment and Evaluation. Assessment will be carried out formatively and summatively by teacher based on the achievement of the learning standard. Formative assessment is an informal or formal test aimed at detecting the level of mastery and progress of students in the classroom. For example, conducting teaching and learning sessions in group can improve student understanding. Summative assessment is a formal test used to detect the final achievement of students, for example, written tests. This evaluation aims to assess the extent to which it functions as a facilitator and contribute to an effective school.
3.0 Foundation of the Curriculum. 3.1 Philosophical Foundation. The curriculum refers to the basic principle and belief that shape the direction, value, and purpose of education. The Form 1 Malay language curriculum is based on the National Education Philosophy (FPK), which emphasizes the development of the balanced and harmonious person in terms of intellect, spiritual, emotion, and physically. 3.1.1 Balanced Holistic Human Development. This curriculum is designed to develop student comprehensive, not only mastering the language in term and technical skill, but also involve intellect, which is the ability to think, analyze information, organize. 3.1.3 Building identity and love for the country. Malay language as a core subject help build important thing, namely national identity through mastery of the national language, patriotic spirit, and love for culture heritage, such as through proverb, pantun, gurindam, and syair, as well as resist unity through a sharing language of communication. 3.1.4 Balance of Islamic and universal worldview. The SKP also reflect Islamic and universal value such as doing good to fellow human being, pluralism, knowledge, truth, honesty, and justice in speaking. Apply the principle of wisdom, morality, and trust in conveying information. The curriculum psychological base focus on how students demonstrate deeper comprehension of the process involved in learning, thinking, growing, and developing via the themes of emotion, social, connection, and cognitive. 3.2.1 Theory of Cognitive Development. Our Form 1 Malay language curriculum is accurate to the development readiness which averages in yearly adults around 30 years old. Students with this age range are in the stage of cognitive development referred to as the formal operation stage in theory. They have begun demonstrate an ability to think deeply and logical, abstract concept, and making inference. 3.2.2 Theory of Multi-Intelligence. This curriculum also includes Hawe Garden Theory of Several Intelligence, which recalls the diversity of pupil brains, not just language, but also from an interpersonal and intrapersonal perspective. Students measure their promise via several activities given in the SKP. Participate in activities like storytelling, debating, and oral experience idea improve language skill and promotes student emotional and social development. 3.2.3 Behavioral Theory Skinner. At the same time, behavioral elements can also be determined in the structure of this curriculum through gradual approach and repetitive activity. Learning is planned at more complex level, such as writing paragraph and essay conclusion. 3.4.3 starting from the basic level of language discussion and comprehensive on 3.2.4 Emotional and social development. In addition, the curriculum provides space for implementing approach that take into account different in individual learning style. Oral communication, creative writing, literary reading, and group work allow students to engage with visual or kinesthetic tendencies. This makes learning more integrated and interesting, following the principle of modern educational psychology that emphasizes learning approach.
Okay, now I will explain of the sociological foundation. Okay. The first one is purpose of curriculum in sociology. This is designed to address contemporary social challenges and meet societal needs. The second one is cultural preservation and national unity. This emphasizes preserving cultural heritage, strengthening national unity, and shaping identity through the Malay language. The third one, Malay language as a compulsory subject. This reflects the social function of language in multiracial society. The next is promote daily communication, expression of ideas, discussion of current issue, and literary appreciation. The fourth one is social norms and language use. This aims to ensure students are fluent in Malay and understand values and social norms embedded in the language. The fifth one is cultural identity and modern challenges. This warns against the erosion of cultural identity due to modern influences. Next, highlight the importance of empowering the national language in the face of globalization. The sixth one, to integration of social realities. This is to reading and writing tasks include themes of patriotism, racial tolerance, unity, and social responsibility. Next is real-life situation that relevant to student social environment. The last one is development of socially conscious student. This encourages critical and analytical thinking. Next, awareness of current event. And the last one is to encourage positive contribution to national development.
For the conclusion, overall, the Form 1 Malay language curriculum design based on the Tyler model has illustrated that this curriculum is developed systematically and comprehensively and is suitable for education in Malaysia. The Tyler model emphasizes four components, namely clear objective, effectively planned learning experience, organized content organization, and a comprehensive assessment system, and has clear curriculum objective in the form of content and learning standard that serve as a guide for teacher. Not only that, the organized content organization is flexible, where the content is arranged from basic skills to most complex ones for comprehensive assessment. This aims to verify the effectiveness of the curriculum implementation. Therefore, this curriculum becomes more relevant. Thank you.